Greetings and welcome to the Aries pick a card slash information session. I don't know what to call this. Everybody's in Aries. That's what I haven't done that in a while. Yes, everybody's in Aries slash Aries season pick a card reading. That is what this is. Yes. So we are about to enter into Aries season. And no matter what your sun sign is, we are all feeling the energy of Aries. It's a fire sign, which is why I think I got on this red. That fire energy. A high energy is about movement, action, motivation, drive, and really showing up as yourself in the world. So before we get started, I do want to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tonya Poole. I am obviously an astrologer. I'm on here talking about Aries season. I'm an astrologer, an intuitive person, and intuitive, as people say, I'm an intuitive, but I'm also an author. I'm the author of The Magic of Self-Love. I am a personal development life coach. I do a lot. So if you want to know more, click down below. All my links are there. And so let's go ahead and get started. So Aries season. So Aries, again, is a fire sign. It is the first sign of the zodiac. It's what wakes us up out of the dreamy fantasy imaginative realm of Pisces. So I love Pisces season. I'm a sun sign Virgo, so Pisces is my opposite sign. So Pisces, whenever I'm in Pisces season, it really helps me to really know how I can grow more and really bring my dreams into reality and whatnot. But then Aries season comes in for all of us, and it's like, all right, we done dreaming about it. What we gonna do about it, right? So that is what Aries season is all about. Now, as a disclaimer, I do want to tell you up front, because I don't want you to get to the end and be mad at me. But I do want to tell you up front, my pick a card readings now you have to purchase them. So when I get to the end, I will lay the cards down. You will see them. But if you want to actually get access to the pick a card reading and know what the message is for you personally, like where you will, select a card, select a card deck, and then listen to the message that deck has for you. It is only $5.99. So that link is down below as well. But I wanted to let you know that up front in advance, so you're ready. But it's only $5.99. And you still get all of this information I'm about to share with you absolutely free. So Aries season is like, okay, what are we going to do about it though? All right, we're dreaming. We know you got all these dreams. Everybody has dreams, whether it's dreams that they think they can actually have or just, the things that they wish that they could have. Aries challenges us when we come out of Pisces season to do what is necessary to make those dreams come true, to not just dream about it and talk about it and wish about it, but to actually do it, to actually implement it. And with us being in 2021, this is one of those years where I feel like all of last year, all of 2020 was kind of like I don't even have a word for it. We were all trying to figure it out, right? We're all trying to figure it out. We were all in this stop, go, sit down, sit still, don't. And even as I'm recording this, we are still in a bit of that due to, everything and the pandemic and whatnot. So we are still experiencing some of that where we're having to be cautious, right? We're having to be a bit more reserved with our energy, where we go, who we hang around, who we touch, what air we breathe, and all of those sorts of things. But 2021 is a year of massive manifestation, rapid manifestation. It's the year of, okay, some things you may not be able to physically go out and do, but if you put your energy toward it, it will still manifest for you. So that's why this year, and I said this several times in the reading of the year. I will make sure I link that down below. If you haven't watched it, I highly encourage that you watch it, because the reading of the year that I did for 2021 said that this will be the year where we would all be manifesting at a fast and rapid pace, faster than usual. Like our thoughts will turn into things more quickly. Like, we're always manifesting. The law of vibration, and therefore its sub law of attraction, is always happening. Whatever you vibrate with it, whatever you align your energy with and to, is what you'll bring forth. But 2021, I feel very strongly that it's going to be happening at a much quicker, faster rate. Right? So we do have to be mindful of the thoughts that we habitually think. I'm not saying just a fleeting thought, because we all have fleeting thoughts. But the things that we really think about and put energy towards, and then, we leave it there. It's like, okay, it's like when you put food in the oven and you leave it in the oven and you go on and do something else. You done took a shower, took a nap and everything else, and you get up, you're like, I left the food in the oven. You run into the kitchen to see like how burnt is it, because I put it in there and I forgot, right? So this is not the year of putting things into the ethers, if you will, putting things into the system of manifestation and then forgetting that they're there, because it's going to come back very, very quickly. The blessing is that if you pay attention, that a lot of things that have been manifesting have been kind of, well, I will say this for me. I don't know about for you, but for me, some of the things that I put in the oven of manifestation and forgot about that have manifested have been smaller. So I was able to be like, oh, okay, that wasn't, I ain't burned the house down with that thought. You know what I'm saying? So I've been able to, it's kind of like the universe reminding me that, hey, look, you know what time it is, so just be mindful. Only put your energy towards the things you actually want to manifest. Hence of Aries season. Everybody's in Aries, including you. In astrology, we astrologers, and many of you who follow astrology, you know that your sun sign is only one sign in your entire chart. We all have all 12 signs of the zodiac, but where the sun was, what sign the sun was in when you were born, is only your sun sign. So when I was born, the sun was in the sign of Virgo, so I rep for Team Virgo in terms of sun sign. But I also know that I have planets in other signs, and that even where there aren't planets in particular signs in my own birth chart, my natal chart, I still have all 12 of those signs in my birth chart, right? And so do you. And so as the sun is moving through Aries season, or we're feeling that Aries energy, whether you were born with planets in the sign of Aries or not, we are all, you, me, you, us, we will all be experiencing the energy of Aries. Aries is like, all right, let's go do it. All right. And if you can't go do it because there's still a lot of social restrictions out here, what's the best way you can do it while still honoring the social restrictions and social distancing? How can you put, how do I like the lighting? I don't know if I'm gonna like this light. I don't know, whatever. How can you put your energy towards it? If you can't do something just yet, how can you intentionally put your energy towards it? And I'll go ahead and say this here. Do I want to say this here? Because some of y'all might watch this later. I don't know. If you're watching this in the first few days of Aries season, then the link to get access to my crash course, How to Manifest Anything You Want, is still up and available for you to get access to. Which is really about utilizing your energy to bring back to you in fully manifested physical form that which you desire. So if you want to learn how to do that with consistency, time and time again, make sure you get you actually purchase that crash course. It's a crash course because I go deep very fast into how to do it. And so not a whole lot of fluff, but really on how to do it. So anyway, so Aries season, the keywords for that a lot of astrologers use for Aries is I am, which very interesting, is like the God energy, right? It's really like, it's the whole I am is if you know anything about that, is really about, you stepping into some real divine energy when you say that, because you are proclaiming who you are, and then you will be that. Who you are is who you be. Who you become is who is you in manifested form. So when you say I am happy, you are not saying I feel happiness. You are saying you are the embodiment of the energy of happy. You know, when you say I am cold or I am hot, and a lot of times we do this, I do this all the time too, you know, where I say, oh, it's hot, I'm hot, you know, or I'm cold, you know, you're not literally cold. You're not the literal embodiment of cold. You're just feeling cold. You're feeling the effects of the air conditioning being on or the snow outside or the wind blowing. You're feeling that, but that's not necessarily who you are. But when you say I am cold or I am hungry, for example, it's like you're saying, when we say those things, we are saying that we are the embodiment of that, the actual energetic, physical embodiment of that, when really it's just something that we're feeling. Aries season, therefore, is like, oh, that's who you are? Oh, okay, well, let's make that happen, right? So this is the time during Aries season where we have to be mindful of what we say after the words I am, especially in 2021, because it manifests very, very quickly. So I'm going to strive to not say things like I am hungry, because I don't want to be hungry. Like, I don't want that to be my state of being. I like to eat, y'all, but I just gotta say, you know what, I am feeling a little famished. I am feeling like I could go for something to eat. Not I am hungry, because I don't want to be the physical embodiment of hunger. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? So we have to be mindful of what we say, the words that we say, because and even the thoughts that, again, not those fleeting thoughts, but those thoughts that we really give energy to. And you can give life force energy to a fleeting thought. That is definitely possible. Like the other day, I was thinking about a singer that I hadn't heard in a while. Like, I don't even think this person has made music since the 90s. And I was like, oh yeah, I wonder what, happened to that person. And instead of it being a fleeting thought, I really was like, yeah, because, I remember, that song, da 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 da. And then it went away. So it wasn't a super fleeting thought, but the thought didn't last longer than maybe 20 seconds. So a little bit longer than a fleeting thought, but not a meditation. You know what I'm saying? It was just like something I really thought and considered, like, oh yeah, what happened? And like the next day, that person's music came up in my search on YouTube, and I wasn't even searching anybody remotely close to this person for YouTube to even suggest that person. You know what I'm saying? So, we may see more and more of that happening, because when you put your energy, and Aries is definitely a sign, it's an energetic sign. It's about how you show up in the world, and really like, I'm here. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So the world then reflects that back to you. So when you manifest, you're manifesting back to you what is already you, right? And so Aries season is about not only just talking about and thinking about who we are, who we want to be, and what we want to have, and what we want to do, and all those sorts of things, but really putting energy towards it, whether it's physical energy, going out and doing it, making the plans to do it, or just really meditating on it. Even though Aries isn't really a meditative sign, but really like consciously putting your energy towards that thing. Aries, with it being a fire sign, it often gets the reputation of being kind of that fighter energy, that warrior, right? Have you ever seen somebody that wanted to fight somebody, but they couldn't at that time because, maybe they were at school or just somewhere, and they always say, I'm gonna see you. I got you later on, right? That kind of energy is just as sure as if we're fighting right now. Is I can't get you in this moment, but you best believe I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no wish, it ain't no hope, it ain't no maybe I might if I feel. No, it's a definite. Aries season asks us, what do we definitely want? And because it will definitely come. It will definitely be manifested, right? So, Aries, what are you motivated? What motivates you? What drives you? This is not a time to be complacent or be like, I don't know. You know, just think about what motivates you. It doesn't have to be major, like your biggest life purpose ever. You know, it's about what gets you up, what gets you moving in the morning, what gets you excited, what makes you passionate. You know, this Aries season, I was looking at the chart, and the planet Venus, the sun is moving to that Aries energy, and but also the planet Venus shortly after will be there too. And so Venus is the planet of love and sweetness and beauty. You know, this might be the time, for example, if you've been somebody who's worn the same hairstyle forever and ever, add a little bit more spice to your beauty regimen. Like, do something. Reflect, because Aries season is about yourself, who you are, right? The I am. How can the I am within you be more present and more attractive and more beautiful and more radiant? Like, how can you spice that up a little bit? And anything that we do that is pleasurable, whether, I mean, it could be cooking, right? If you've been somebody who's been stuck in a rut, you've been cooking the same meals over and over again, you're like, okay, how are we gonna cook the chicken this time? Okay, yesterday I baked it, today I'm gonna fry it, and then tomorrow I'm gonna bake it again. You know what I mean? If you're stuck in a rut with food, what new spices can you add, or what new recipes can you learn that like really excite and tantalize your palate, right? That's Venus and the sun in Aries. What can you do that really adds love? Excuse me, y'all. Gotta. Uh-oh. My charger. There we go. That can really add that love element into your life. How can you spice up your relationships? How can you spice up your appearance? How can you add spice to your career, you know, and pleasure, and, you know, all the good stuff, right, into your life? You know, what do you like? Oh, this is a good question. What do you like, even romantically? Like, what really turns you on? What really excites you? You know, what really adds that pleasure to your life? This is the time to really, hey, say, this is what I like. You know, this is what I like. And to allow that to flow in your life, but to not be, what's the word? Passive. To not be passive about what you want and what you like and what you desire and what you deserve. Aries season is not about, Aries energy in general is not about being passive. It's about being clear. Now, it's not being necessarily, you don't have to be combative, aggressive, but you do have to be assertive. I like this. I want this. This brings me joy. This brings me pleasure. I want that promotion. I want that job. It's the time for you to demonstrate your skills, to demonstrate, to really show up with, you know, to not play it small, but to really show what you can do and what you are capable of, and to go after the things that you desire for your life. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards down. I've already shuffled them. I have 4 different decks out here. And the question that I asked was, what does anyone watching this video, my audience, both new and old, or new and returning, not old, what do you all most need to know? What do we all most need to know, do and be aware of, in terms of how should we show up? How can the I am within us show up in the world, you know, and accept, you know, really show up in the world and accept the good that comes back to us as a way, you know, for us to honor that we did show up. How can we show up and be ourselves and really flourish in doing so? So the cards that I pulled will give wisdom and guidance to, you know, the best ways for you to show up as yourself and really assert what you want and what you want to go after. And then also how you could sabotage yourself in that process, and how you can avoid sabotaging yourself in that process. So I am going to go ahead and lay these cards down. Deck number 1 is down. Deck number 2. Cards from deck number 2. This deck is kind of, Hard for me to pull the cards off. Ooh. Deck number 3. And deck number 4. So I will share the names of the decks that I'm using in the actual reveal video. Again, that link is down below. To get access to the pick a card reveal, it only costs $5.99. So that link will be down below. Make sure you click on it if you want to know how to best utilize your energy to draw to you what you desire, and what's the best way for you to show up in this world, and the best way to utilize your energy. All right. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the results video.